So as usual, I've put up in the chat box the mantras that we're going to do to start off, and the link to some more information and support materials for the practice that they come from, which is the method to transform suffering into happiness and enlightenment, provided by Lama Zopa Rinpoche. And he said many times that he'd like his students to do this every day. So there's lots of great material, and you can get the booklet for free just by clicking on the materials link for our meditation, along with the booklet for Venerable Rubina that we're using and the image. So all that is there for you. So let's start. If you have your mala, we're going to bless our mala, but if you don't, that's okay, because I'll be keeping track of all the mantras as we go. And so we say this mantra for blessing the mala 7 times, and then you take the mala, rub it in your hands, and blow on it. So Om RUTSIRA Mani Prawartaya Hum. 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 And that multiplies the merit by sextillion times. And then we can further increase it with the mantra to increase the power of recitation. And we just do this 7 times. So, TAYATHA Om DHARE DHARE BENDHARE SVAHA. 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 Well done. So now we can really rejoice that we've made this practice even more powerful. And so finding a nice comfortable meditation posture, checking that your back is straight, keeping your breathing clear. And you want to make sure that your shoulders, your neck, your jaw, anything where you hold tension, perhaps it's your lower back, maybe your fists, anything where you might hold tension, just give it a little attention and remind yourself that now it's okay to relax. We're letting go of whatever busy thoughts might be running in our head at the moment. It's maybe been a very long day. But right now we're just here doing this practice together. Nothing else is important. And so you want to feel nice and stable, but relaxed. And take a minute to really connect with your body and your meditation posture. If there are any aches, any discomfort, it's okay to shift, find a more stable posture. And notice any sensations that are in your body. What does it feel like for your body to be connecting with the floor or the chair or your cushion? Not with a lot of discussion in your head, but just paying attention to it. Noticing if there are any other sensations in your body. And then starting to connect with your breathing, We continue to turn our attention inwards and take 3 nice deep breaths. And then let your breathing return to normal. And we set our motivation for doing the practice. So we may have recently been going through difficult situations. It hasn't been easy with the pandemic. Perhaps there are family problems, losses, things that we wanted to happen that didn't happen, things that we didn't want to happen that did happen. And we need to ask ourselves, what is the real cause of these problems and sufferings? And we need to adjust our view. Usually we think that they come from outside conditions or immediate actions that we've taken. Whereas in the Four Noble Truths, we learn that the actual causes are the karmic seeds that we've planted from past negative actions. Most likely in past lives, could have been many lives ago. And when we realize that the true causes of our suffering are these negative seeds, and we don't want to experience this suffering, then we need to do 2 things. We need to purify, and we need to keep virtuous behavior, build that habit. And this is where the 4 opponent powers helps us. And so thinking specifically about anything we might have done recently, especially today, that would be considered a non-virtue of body, speech, or mind. We want to regret having done that action. Recognizing this very simple law of cause and effect. We know that if we've harmed others or had negative thoughts, then we're planting the exact seeds that would cause more suffering in the future. And so we regret doing that. And it's not a heavy feeling of guilt, like I'm a bad person, or I'm stupid for doing that again. It's not this self-criticism. It's just simply recognizing the law of cause and effect. That's it. And there might be other things in the past that you can remember doing that you haven't purified. Or perhaps you've tried to purify it, but it still keeps coming up for you. And so include that in your regrets. And then there's also many, many things that we have thought, said, and done, not only in this life that we can't remember because our memory is very spotty, but also in countless past lives. And so we want to have this general sense of regretting anything that we might have done to harm ourselves, and especially to harm others. Excuse me, and we really want to hold the wish that we do this practice of regretting these negative actions in order to help us on our spiritual path of developing a positive mind, so that all our actions of body, speech, and mind will be of benefit to others. This altruistic wish of always wanting to help and developing our own positive inner qualities that are naturally there as antidotes to these negative qualities. And who else can help us but the most perfect embodiment of those qualities, the Guru Buddha. In this case, Guru Vajrasattva, who we visualize on the crown of our heads, sitting on a soft white lotus. Vajrasattva has a white body made of light, completely pure, holding Vajra and bell, symbolizing that completion of wisdom, compassion. Absolutely perfect, with a loving face, pure energy, here specifically to help us purify. And if you struggle to hold this image above your head, the image of Vajrasattva is on your screen. You can use that to help refresh it, or just get a sense of having that white light that is Guru Vajrasattva's body, even if it's not a very clear visualization. Just the confidence that the Guru, who is the Buddha, is there. And then we say the refuge prayer 3 times, which is also on your screen. To the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha, I go for refuge until I'm enlightened. By this practice of meditating on Guru Vajrasattva, may I reach Buddhahood so as to benefit all sentient beings. To the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha, I go for refuge until I'm enlightened. By this practice of meditating on Guru Vajrasattva, may I reach Buddhahood so as to benefit all sentient beings. To the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha, I go for refuge until I'm enlightened. May I reach Buddhahood so as to benefit beings. To hold that last line, want to be of benefit beings, because they happiness as on other sentient of body and mind, rely on help from others, kind to us, wishing for our happiness even more than theirs. We must do this practice to purify for their sake. And so we begin with purifying any negative actions of body. Vajrasattva sends down a powerful nectar beam of white, blissful nectar that enters through the crown of the head filling your body and pushing out any of these negative actions of the body down through the lower orifices as a black inky liquid. And as the inky liquid exits, it just disappears. As we say the mantra 7 times. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Deno Patita Dido Mebawa Sutoshaya Mebawa Suposhaya Mebawa Anudakti Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Memprayatsa Sarvakarma Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kurahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Deno Patita Dida Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Suposhaya Mebawa Anudakti Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Memprayasa Sarvakarma Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kurahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Deno Patita Dida Mebawa Sutoshaya Mebawa Suposhaya Mebawa Anudakti Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Memprayasa Sarvakarma Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kurahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Deno Patita Dida Mebawa Sutoshaya Mebawa Suposhaya Mebawa Anudakti Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Memprayatsa Sarvakarma Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kurahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Deno Patita Dido Mebawa Sutoshaya Mebawa Suposhaya Mebawa Anudakti Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Memprayatsa Sarvakarma Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kurahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Deno Patita Dido Mebawa Sutoshaya Mebawa Suposhaya Mebawa Anudakti Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Memprayatsa Sarvakarma Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kurahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Deno Patita Dido Mebawa Sutoshaya Mebawa Suposhaya Mebawa Anudakti Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Memprayatsa Sarvakarma Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kurahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Deno Patita Dido Mebawa Sutoshaya Mebawa Suposhaya Mebawa Anudakti Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Memprayatsa Sarvakarma Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kurahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sapa Ahum Pe. And now any harm that you may have done to sentient beings with your body is completely purified. And think how wonderful that is. And then we purify any past negative actions of our speech, anything we might have said to harm others. Vajrasattva again sends down a powerful beam of nectar, and the white blissful nectar fills our body from the bottom up this time, pushing up those negative actions of speech in the form of black inky liquid. And it overflows out of the top and again disappears completely. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Deno Patita Dido Mebawa Sutoshaya Mebawa Suposhaya Mebawa Anudakti Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Memprayatsa Sarvakarma Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kurahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Deno Patita Dido Mebawa Sutoshaya Mebawa Suposhaya Mebawa Anurakti me bhava sarva siddhi me prayatsa sarva karma sutta me sitam shriyam kurahum ha 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 ho Bhagavan Sarva tata gata vajra mame mutsa vajra vaha maha samaya sapa ahum pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Denupatita Dido Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anurati Mebawa Sarva Siddhi Mempariyatsa Sarva Kama Sutta Me Sitam Shriyam Kudahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarva Tata Gata Vajramame Mutta Vajrabaha Maha Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Denupatita Dido Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anurati me bhava sarva siddhi me prayatsa sarva karma sutta me sitam shriyam kudahum ha 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 ho Bhagavan sarva tata gata vajra mame mutta vajra baha maha samaya sapa ahum pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Denupatita Dido me bhava Sutashaya me bhava Supashaya me bhava Anunakti me bhava Sarva Siddhi me prayatsa Sarva Karma Sutta me Sitam Shriyam Kudahum ha 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 ho Bhagavan Sarva Tata Gata Vajra Mame Mutta Vajra Baha Maha Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Denupatita Dido me bhava Sutashaya me bhava Supashaya me bhava Anurati me bhava Sarva Siddhi me prayatsa Sarva Karma Sutta me Sitam Shriyam Kudahum ha 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 ho Bhagavan Sarva Tata Gata Vajra Mame Mutta Vajra Baha Maha Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Denupatita Dido me bhava Sutashaya me bhava Supashaya me bhava Anurati me bhava Sarva Siddhi me prayatsa Sarva Karma Sutta me Sitam Shriyam Kudahum ha 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 ho Bhagavan Sarva Tata Gata Vajra Mame Mutta Vajra Baha Maha Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe. And now all of our negative actions of speech are completely purified. We have no habits of saying negative things. How amazing. And then we purify negative actions of the mind. Our mind works very, very quickly. And we have so many thoughts. Many just slip by without our even realizing. And any of those thoughts that are negative are based in the ignorance of self-cherishing I. Vajrasattva sends down a powerful light beam of white light that enters your body, and like flipping on a light switch in a room, immediately illuminates your body with the white light. And this purifies any of those negative actions of mind. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Denupatita Dido me bhava Sutashaya me bhava Supashaya me bhava Anunakti me bhava Sarva Siddhi me prayatsa Sarva Karma Sutta me Sitam Shriyam Kudahum ha 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 ho Bhagavan Sarva Tata Gata Vajra Mame Mutta Vajra Baha Maha Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Denupatita Dido me bhava Sutashaya me bhava Supashaya me bhava Anunakti me bhava Sarva Siddhi me prayatsa Sarva Karma Sutta me Sitam Shriyam Kudahum ha 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 ho Bhagavan Sarva Tata Gata Vajra Mame Mutta Vajra Baha Maha Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Denupatita Dido me bhava Sutashaya me bhava Supashaya me bhava Anunakti me bhava Sarva Siddhi me prayatsa Sarva Karma Sutta me Sitam Shriyam Kudahum ha 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 ho Bhagavan Sarva Tata Gata Vajra Mame Mutta Vajra Baha Maha Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Denupatita Dido me bhava Sutashaya me bhava Supashaya me bhava Anunakti me bhava Sarva Siddhi me prayatsa Sarva Karma Sutta me Sitam Shriyam Kudahum ha 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 ho Bhagavan Sarva Tata Gata Vajra Mame Mutta Vajra Baha Maha Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Denupatita Dido Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anadakti Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Memprayatsa Sarvakama Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kuduhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Mutsu Vajrabahamaha Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Denupatita Dida Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anadakti Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Memprayatsa Sarvakama Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kuduhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Mutsu Vajrabahamaha Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Denupatita Dida Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anadakti Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Memprayatsa Sarvakama Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kuduhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Mutsu Vajrabahamaha Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe. And so happy that all of these negative actions of mine completely purified. And then Vajrasattva again sends down light rays to purify even the most subtle obscurations caused by these negative actions of the past. Anything that might prevent us from becoming enlightened. It's like we've just flushed all our negative karma as poop down the toilet. And now we're going to freshen the air so there's no smell. Vajrasattva sends down the light beam, which lights up our body. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Denupatita Dido Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anadakti Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Memprayatsa Sarvakama Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kuduhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Mutsu Vajrabahamaha Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Denupatita Dido Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anadakti Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Memprayatsa Sarvakama Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kuduhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Mutsu Vajrabahamaha Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Denupatita Dido Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anadakti Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Memprayatsa Sarvakama Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kuduhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Mutsu Vajrabahamaha Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Denupatita Dido Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anadakti Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Memprayatsa Sarvakama Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kuduhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Mutsu Vajrabahamaha Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Denupatita Dido Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anadakti Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Memprayatsa Sarvakama Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kuduhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Mutsu Vajrabahamaha Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Denupatita Dido Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anadakti Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Memprayatsa Sarvakama Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kuduhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Mutsu Vajrabahamaha Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Denupatita Dido Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anadakti Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Memprayatsa Sarvakama Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kuduhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Mutsu Vajrabahamaha Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe. Now we are completely purified, filled with light. And we set a very strong resolve to keep our morality, to behave virtuously, keeping a general wish And then if there are any specific actions that we have done recently that we're really trying to work on, we set a very specific goal of not repeating those types of actions for an amount of time that we are sure we can keep it, that we feel very confident about that. So that could be 5 minutes, 10 minutes, till tomorrow morning, till tomorrow night when we purify again, whatever it is. And then remembering to rejoice when we aren't doing that action. And if we do it again, to purify it again, because it's just a process. And then Guru Vajrasattva, who is so pleased, dissolves into white light, wanting to merge, entering the crown of your head, becoming one with you. So that you and the Guru and the Buddha are union oneness, all the same. In emptiness, there is no I, creator of negative karma. There is no action of creating negative karma, and there is no negative karma created. And we dedicate by thinking, may all the virtuous karma I have created from doing this practice ripen as my enlightenment for the sake of sentient beings as quickly as possible. And we can recite these 3 prayers. As a result of the 3 times merits of myself and others, may bodhicitta, from which the happiness of all sentient beings comes, be generated in the minds of self and other sentient beings without delay, even for 1 second. And that which has been generated, may it increase. As a result of the 3 times merits of myself and others, may emptiness be generated in the minds of self and other sentient beings without delay, even for 1 second. And that which has been generated, may it increase. As a result of the 3 times merits of myself and others, may I, who am empty from my own side, achieve Guru Shakyamuni Buddha's enlightenment, which is empty from its own side, and lead all sentient beings who are empty from their own side to that enlightenment which is empty from its own side as quickly as possible by myself alone. And we also dedicate for the long lives of all of our gurus and teachers. May they lead us to enlightenment. May we always stay close to their side. And may they live long in order to be of benefit to all sentient beings. Thank you so much, everyone. It's always lovely to be here with you.
Thank you so much. It's marvelous. Thank you.